What's going on YouTube? It's your kid, Red Breed, aka Darius Ford. Just coming at y'all, touching up on a subject I ran across the other day. I was on the IGN website and I seen new picks for Fight Night Round 5, and the graphics, they look real nice. They look extra nice. Not that I had a problem with Round 4 graphics, but it's nice to see when they step the graphics up even more every year. Anyway, speaking of Fight Night Round 5, I also came across the wish list that the fans had put in. They got a lot of nice ideas they should do to Round 5, and that's what I'm going to touch up on. Some of them ideas you might have already heard of, some not, but these are my ideas anyway. I'm going to say what they can do to make the game better, then I'm going to get into the gameplay. For one, the game adds some real trainers, and go back to the concept of Fight Night Round 3, where we had money and you could buy trunks, gloves, trainers, stuff like that. Go back, put money in the game when they make Round 5. Put money in the game. And you know what I mean? And when you have money, you can, as you progress in legacy mode or career mode, you can get real trainers like Yoel Judah, Floyd Mayweather Sr., Roger Mayweather, Freddie Roach, Nazeem Richardson, Jack Mosley. You know what I mean? You can actually buy real trainers when you get better in legacy mode and you obtain enough money to do so. So that'd be nice if they add that in the game. Also, show the fighters behind stage getting their hands wrapped before the fight and getting instructions by referees. I think that just, against my thoughts, I think make the game a little more fun, more realistic. Show the fighters walking all the way to the ring and let they have attributes and a personality. Show Joshua Clottey dancing to the ring like he sometimes does. Show Cotto real focused, walking straight to the ring real quick like he does. Show Shane Mosley touching gloves with the fans because he's a more crowd-friendly fighter type, you know what I mean? So show that. Have the fighters have personalities on the way to the ring. When they get to the ring, as far as the crowd, have the crowd chant their name, you know what I mean? And even have a little adrenaline boost bar. If the crowd's chanting for Clottey or Pacquiao, let they go in a little 30 seconds. If your stamina's low or something, you was hurt, let your stamina go up and your power go up for 30 seconds due to your adrenaline boost going up from you throwing a big punch and the crowd starting to chant your name. You know what I mean? I think that'd be a nice idea if they throw that in there. And also, have the commentators say different stuff, man. Say different stuff when you're in legacy mode based on what you did last fight. If you got knocked out last fight, say, yo, this fight is coming off a loss because he got winded, or he didn't make use of his jab, or his footwork was bad, or the other fighter was just too quick for him. Let's see how he can recover in this fight. You know what I mean? Have fresh, updated commentary based on what you did, based on your stats, or how you improved it, or how you did on your last fight. Have updated commentary. I think that right there is a must. That'd be a big plus if they add that. Getting into the gameplay now. Getting into the gameplay. You should work off your jab. All the punches come off your jab. Me being a boxing fan and a real boxer as well in real life, all your punches come off your jab. So you should be able to hold your jab out on the game like that. You should be able to hold it out. All the punches should come off your jab. You know what I mean? Your hook, everything. Uppercut comes off the jab. So you should be able to hold your jab hand out. If you even want to throw a double punch like Pacquiao did Clottey, you know what I mean? You should be able to do that in the game. You should be able to control both your arms like that. You know what I mean? That's why I don't know if they should go back to each button has a punch. You know what I mean? Because that analog stick, well, they could keep the analog stick, but, everything, they have to make it in a way where everything, they have to tweak that a little bit. Everything works off the jab. And also the footwork has to get better. Muhammad Ali probably got the best footwork in Fight Night Round 4, but, even that can have improvement. The footwork definitely got to be better. You definitely have to be able to trap a fighter in the corner and just tag him up when he's in the corner. Give him a little push to get him into the corner or something and just tag him up. Inside fighting has to get better. You know what I mean? Inside fighting has to get better. You know what I mean? You should be able to lean head to head like fighters actually do and throw hooks to the body. You see what I'm saying? The inside fighting, you can't do that in round 4. You can just stand up straight, or, you know what I mean? And every punch has to be set in round 4. It's like, bang, come back. Bang, come back. Every punch in boxing is not set. Sometimes you throw combinations just constantly like a Pacquiao or Paul Williams does. You know what I mean? Perfect example. Every punch is not set. You see what I'm saying? Stop make this EA gotta stop making a game where you gotta set for every punch. You know what I mean? Your jab, your lead off punch, obviously, and everything works off of that. You should be sometimes even make it in a way, might be kind of corny, but if you throw 2 punches, your fighter automatically throws extra combos. You see what I'm saying? Even make it if you throw a left, right, he automatically comes back with an uppercut hook to the head if the opportunity's there. Make it, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, you know, you see what I'm saying? Like, kind of tweak it a little bit. You know what I mean? If you throw a certain movement, the fighter automatically just follows up. You know what I mean? I think it make the game, you know, a little better. You know, but you can't just have every punch you got to set back for. That's corny. That's basic. That's not boxing. And you know, as far as also in the ring, the referees at some point got to stop the fight. Sometimes I'm pounding on opponents and they don't stop the fight. In boxing, there's actual fight stoppages. You know what I mean? I think been playing Fight Night round 4 and only one time they stopped the fight. You have to stop the fight, man. If you're taking too much punishment, it might even happen in the first round. Like Danny Green and Roy Jones Jr. in real life. That's a perfect example. Fight got stopped in the first round because Roy was getting tagged up and he wasn't doing nothing back. So referee had to stop the fight. Put that in the game. Fight stoppages. Also, incidental headbutts should be added in the game. Not this top my head all the way back and do it intentionally. I don't know who does that in real life. You know what I mean? Incidental headbutts, or even if you have intentional headbutts, make it on more of like a sneak tip. Don't pop your head all the way back and bring it back. That's corny. You know, the cab idea is perfect. So even if they don't put all the fighters in the game, I think the fans did a terrific job of making them fighters. Matter of fact, I think that some fighters like De La Hoya, who fans created in cab mode that I downloaded, that look better than the actual De La Hoya in the game. You know what I mean? So I think, you know, the game, put the fighters y'all gonna put it in there. Stop making people have to pay extra money to download it because y'all coming out with DLC packs. Man, that shit is corny. Put all the fighters from the get-go y'all gonna have in the game, and then the fans will create the rest. Because there's no doubt in my mind, the people, man, Juan Diaz. Yo, yeah, it's Rare Breed once again. As you can see, I ran out of cable time, but just to finish my video up real quick, what I was trying to say is, even if EA don't put all the boxes in it, the fans did a great job of recreating these boxes, because I seen like a Juan Diaz and a Cloudy and a Freydon and Gulo, the list goes on and on. Fernando Vargas, you know, they look just like the actual fighters. You know, probably fans might create it even better than EA actually did. So, you know, keep up the good work with creating these boxes. Not worried about if they put all the boxes in it or not. Anyway, that's just my thoughts on Fight Night Round 5. Things they should add to the game to make it better for us as players. You know, just leave me comments, get at me, and you know, let me know what you think. Alright, Red Breeze signing out. Deuces.